Yeah, back in action.
Okay.
Let me show you flipping tube. That's something I love to do a lot. I, in my opinion, as soon as you get fish, as soon as fish get on beds, this is the best bait to flip going down the bank. You know, that jig really shines pre-spawn, but this bait to me catches them all. You know, it's a really good way to catch blind fish, catch spawners. You still catch pre-spawners on it really well, and post spawners. And there's a couple of things I do to rig it a little bit different. I fished it on a 4/0 VMC heavy duty wide gap with a ring on there. I don't know if you can see that. Um, I feel an extra wide gap's the way to fish a tube. Couple other things I do. I see that bob. I don't know if you can see that bobber stop. I keep that up about 3-4 inches up ahead of the weight. That'll still allow you to fish, you know, in brush or grass, and still, you know, keep your weight and your bait semi together. Where if your sinker goes over a limb, your tube will come with it. But leaving that little space in there creates it makes the tube fall really erratic. You know, a lot of guys, like old school tube guys, will tell you not to peg it at all, but leaving that up there 3-4 inches, you still get semi the advantage that you do having a peg sinker, but you still get that erratic fall, which really catches those, you know, kind of funky post spawn fish. And the problem is when you peg it all the way down, you kind of lose all that. It just falls a lot more like a jig or, you know, a creature bait or something like that, and slides in and out of cover super easy. Another thing, I always go pretty light on the weight. 9 times out of 10, it's a 1/4 ounce on a tube. I don't, you know, most like, you know, if I was going down the bank with a beaver style bait or something like that, I'd flip a lot of like 3/8 or 1/2 ounce or something like that. But I'd say probably 5/16 the heaviest I'll flip on a tube, somewhere between 3/16, 5/16. Keep it at a 1/4, and super versatile. Green pumpkin's pretty much my go-to, but I can catch every fish in every phase of the spawn on that rod right there. 20-pound fluoro, and throw it at everything. Like I said, I catch spawners, pre-spawners, post-spawners. It's been pretty deadly for me.